Hi, Jean. It's Patricia. Thank you so much for doing the infant toddler observation for your ordinary moment. I think you captured the essence of an ordinary moment perfectly. It just happened, and you were able within the program to let it flow, and you were able to go with it. And I think the fact that the day-to-dayness of the program continued around the moment was really neat. Somebody went for a diaper change and came back. Other staff did other things and came back. Children came and left. So I think that piece of the moment was really well done. Your observation skills are very strong. I had a real sense of what was happening in this space without having to actually see the pictures. Pictures enhanced it immensely, though. I added one comment about the revisiting piece, because with infants and toddlers we can revisit in other ways that don't really demand the verbal piece, but they demand that piece of having them seeing the pictures and having that processing time over a couple of days to go back and look at them. What pictures do they stand in front of, which causes us to wonder what is it about that picture or that event or that memory that spikes an interest for them. Here's the thing that I'm not seeing within the write-up piece. And if you want to add it in, you've got a little bit of time before Sunday night, so feel free to sort of jot me a note if you want. What I'm not seeing is what learning or what theories that you think they're exploring, like the theories of balance, the theories of you know, where things go to. I mean, they're tossing the things behind them. So, I mean, that's an incredible skill when we start thinking about it. That, is there intent in that tossing behind them, or is it just a natural reaction to throw things off the shelves? About the one child, I think I added the comment about the one child you know, there's a bit of a wonder what the one child sees when their peer, normally eye to eye, is now suddenly above them. Is that a big wonder piece? And just wondering about how different children climbed on. So where you said about one sort of tentatively put up their foot onto the box. So try to, if you have time, go back and sort of think about, in terms of how children are learning about their world, what theories you think they're exploring. Do you see, you know, confidence skills being explored? Do you see somebody obviously very familiar with stepping up on something versus somebody sort of feeling that independence piece of stepping up on it? Or the ability that they had an idea to put something in and something out of, so they were still exploring that idea of cause and effect. Something goes in, something comes back. Object permanence is being explored. So also go back and take a look at maybe some of the developmental connects or the early learning framework connects, where you're seeing that children have opportunities to explore things. It's the one piece that I'm not quite seeing in the moment. And also about your own piece. It's a small piece. You talked about them not having language. The other piece that I'm not finding in there is sort of what changes in your thinking. I know you work with them on a day-to-day basis, but what changed in your thinking when you spend the time or you revisit the whole piece? Wow, they were very engaged for a long piece of time. We have all these things on the shelves, but yet this engaged them for a long piece. What does that say about what we're doing in infants and toddlers? Or how interesting it was to see who played with who, and how they played. So what are some of the things that made you pause and think about your own thinking about programming? So two things. I lied. There's two things. If you have a chance to go back and look at them and add them in, I'd love to see it. If not, no worries. Just think about it for future.